Hello and welcome. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. It's circuit time. It's aim training time. So I thought we'd start over here on PC just for a little bit, do some circuits, some builds, answer any kind of power surge questions you guys have, and then we'll bounce over and probably do some aim training a bit later. Sound good? Probably same servers last time. Wink. You know what I'm saying? What's up? We got Roberto, we got Arrow, we got Mr. Russo, Beast, Dreams, Brony Dash. Thank you, by the way, for asking if I'm feeling better. I think I'm feeling better. Seth Sparks says good vibes. Thank you. What are aim train servers? You can type in target now on main branch, and you can find it on Rust Console Edition. Yeah, booyah. What's up? We got Get 'em Gaming says howdy. We have DS Toast, and for whatever reason, my monitor for my chat just went dark. Okay, it's back now. Hi, welcome. I think I have some cool circuits. We got some trap stuff we're gonna be working on. You know, and any kind of power surge questions, like throw them in there. Like you guys have had fantastic questions, good stuff. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Somebody was asking, says, Jade, do you think they'll add cinematic to console? I don't know. Yes, teach me more power surge. Excellent. Arrow says, what's your opinion on the new updates for Rust console? Good so far. I know there's supposed to be a patch for the turret thing that's on PTB where they're not doing any damage. Hello. Yeah, let's put a poll up there. Here, let's play a little music while we're waiting. I do have a lozenge. Hopefully that helps. Bam. Bet you know there's a third person in the console, huh? Well, actually, and on the PC version, either. Boom. Runaway train. Okay, let's go over to our set, shall we? We shall. What's up? He says, I hope they add Christmas lights. It's most likely going to be the Christmas tree version of the lights. Whoa, Sir Bradley, relax, bro. This is, in my opinion, old gen feels better on testing branch. Nice. That's what a lot of people have been saying. Thanks for throwing that in there. Do you mind me asking what platform? Sony or Microsoft? And are you on like an Xbox S? Are you on a One? Are you on the Series? Well, you said old gen, so kind of helps me place where it's at for most people. Sorry, I'm still sucking on a lozenge. Hello. So, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on with power surge. Oh yeah, you know I might as well put that up there since we have it right here. I think it's just turret. If you need to know how to power your turrets, that video, I got you hooked up, dog. Yeah, we'll post that one too on the top, I think. Let's go ahead and pin it. Why not? PS4 original. Okay, good to know. Yeah, a couple other people were saying that their PS4 original was playing well on testing branch, which is really good. KSI said, how has old gen gotten better? Any better since the beginning? Oh yeah, lots better. Lots better. So I do have a variation of the wedge that is electric. We might do that a little bit later. There's some slight tweaks. We may not keep all these tweaks in there, but you know, so you guys know how to have like power turrets inside of the wedge. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is just a standard bunker. This would just be an electric bunker. My bad. The wedge would be different. I don't know what we're calling this one. I don't think we had a name for it, did we? Yeah, I gotta go look. I'm confused. It says, I heard they're gonna drop old gen sometime in the future. They may, but like, I don't think it'll be Double 11 that does it. I think it'll be Microsoft or Sony when they're like, hey, just like we can't play the original Xbox at the 360, we can play the games, but like the original like support for it is gone. It's all back in support and emulation. So I think it's gonna be like that, and I don't think it's gonna be for a while. But I hope we start to see servers that can utilize more memory and stuff, you know, for some of the other consoles. Because even like the Pro version of PS4 can handle a lot more too, just because the whole memory constraint. If you would just give me but a moment, I am going to just take a gander real quick. There's a couple different circuits I wanted to explore. We actually came across a really... Hey, you know what? Let's go stand over there and check this out real quick. Because this one's been real good. Let me move my phone over here. Alright, so this bad boy... I chewed it. I couldn't help it. I did it. What was our time of day we had earlier? I don't even remember. Maybe 9 o'clock? No? I think it was 9 o'clock. I think it was... Yeah, that's better. What's up? DS Toe says... You want to go? See you later? Wait, what? Okay, so we did figure this out a couple of streams, well, more than a few streams ago, but we did work this solution out, which I thought was mighty nice, and we might do a build like this. We have to clean this up a little bit. All right, here's a scenario. I'm sure we'll walk through this a few times. You're in your base, right? You're like, okay, you got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's say I'm another dude, and you're like, okay, Steve signs out. And so you've got some of the loot rooms open. Let's say this door's open. Let's say you're another dude right here, and you're like, oh, cool, I got everything I need to go outside to go farm. What do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to go back in the base and shut everything. I just want to make sure the base is closed and good to go. And then I can go farm, right? So, like, how do you go in all these places and, like, save the time? Well, the old Jade authorized switch to the rescue. Everything is open and closed completely. And now you can leave. Right? You come back in, you're like, okay, cool, I got a bunch of, you know, jackhammer. You got a bunch of goods, and you're like, yeah, I got a bunch of sulfur and stuff. I want to drop it off, but I want to drop it off in the front, because, you know, some chads might come by and blow my front doors off. So I need to go deep in the base. So you're like, okay, cool. So you hit this, it opens everything in the base. Cool, you drop off all that nice boom, skibbity boom, right? And then you're like, you're back in your core. Let's say this is your core. You're like, okay, let's just close all the doors. Okay, so let's say the doors are open, right? And somehow a guy up here has gone deep on the base. Let's say he's in this airlock, And the guy right here on the other side of the door doesn't know this guy's waiting here. So he opens the door, he gets shot. So you're back in the core, or let's say you're the guy that got shot. You spawn back in the core, and you know now that there's a guy inside the base, and you don't want him to be able to flick the switch. Well, this is an authorized switch, so he won't be able to flick this. But the problem is, if one of us come through here and want to shoot, these sensors will pick me up, and that guy will be able to operate the switch. So, in order to stop that from happening, what you can do is kill the automatic switch back in the core. You can also shut everything from the core as well. But like, let's say you just turn off the circuit. So like this right here, the switch shuts off the ability for you to actually use the automatic circuit. But you're like, oh shoot, that's cool. So like, no one's going to be sensed by the doors, but everything's open. So you hit the panic switch, and everything's good. And so the guy that went deep on your dude up here, it ain't no thing. Or let's say you're the only guy online. That's okay. You can spawn back out in your bag, panic switch it, shut off the circuit, and then you guys can just open the doors normally. Boom. Hot to the max. This is, what if somebody raids you and just flips the switch? Oh, Dreams is on it, dude. He knows what's up. He was asking the right question. Sorry, I was going through the explanation. Yeah, so like, and the biggest thing was, with the off switch, it works really well, but like there is a condition, because, you know, if you play... Whoops, I forgot I shut it all off. Trip it one more time. Okay. So the thing is like, if there's a guy standing here, you're going to come up and try to clap him. So what's going to happen is, you're going to push in to your own room to defend, shoot, right? And what's going to happen is your own sensor is going to pick you up, which means that switch is going to be active, so that guy can get a raid for free. So the best thing you can do is shut off the circuit completely, which is what this does, but all the conditions of the doors are going to freeze. So whether they're open or closed, they just kind of freeze. So then you hit the panic switch, and it automatically closes everything. On top of that, if somebody raids the base and the circuit breaks anywhere, the doors automatically shut on a failure. I got you, baby. The Jade switch. What's up? You know what I mean? You've been playing long enough, you start to not only think of these scenarios, but you start to play through them and go, oh man, we got ourselves a situation. So I think we'll try to explain this one a little bit later. I wanted to do another trap base that had like a Tesla coil in it. A couple other things maybe some of you guys have seen before. Answer questions. Let's see. What else? Yeah, lots of different things. Yeah, this one's hot. I'm a fan. And I think what we might try to do, and maybe this is the first thing we kind of tear down a little bit. But maybe we go through here and we start to condense the circuit a little bit. I like this one up here like this. It's good for explanation, but you know, realistically, you want this thing pretty condensed inside of your base. And we have creative generators sitting here. Like I want this to be more packed in like a real base. So I have to think of like a good example for it when we do the build. Hopefully we can walk through the whole thing. Says, I would love to make an electric trap base. Well, dude, you can. Hold on, let me make sure my connection's being okay. Okay. I had a bit of buffer. Did anybody else get that? It might have just been on my side. It's a little spinny wheel for a second. Dude, if my internet starts freaking out after I've been sick, I'm going to be upset. I haven't been able to stream like consistently this entire week. Well, a little bit of last week too, right? Could be electricity, yes, but I don't think it's going to be until after. It's not receiving enough video. What? Hold on. I don't see low bandwidth. Hold on a second. Let's make sure there's nothing else crazy open here so it doesn't freak out. I hope my internet's not freaking out. I'm going to be a little upset. I think we're okay. Did anybody get a buffer? No way? Yes? No? Maybe? Coming in clear? Okay. It might just be the preview window. I've had such a tumultuous relationship with my ISP. Whenever I see something flicker, I don't trust it. Well, let me know. I'll be able, if my thing crashes, thankfully that hasn't happened. If it does, I can use my phone and I can talk to everybody. Man, I'm gonna be so upset if this thing crashes. Now I'm getting all worked up. Okay. Do you guys want to see a Tesla coil? Do you guys want to see some more off switch? Do you guys want to see remote turrets, remote doors? What are you into? I mean, we're gonna do it all. Or we could do a bunker base that's electrified. It doesn't have to be this complex. We can put up a few turrets. We can really overly simplify it if we really wanted to. You know what? Let's try to do the simplistic version of this over here right quick while everybody kind of decides what's what. What's what? Oops. Yeah, you got a little buffer? Yeah. Hopefully it clears up. Fingers crossed, but my ISP and I are not on talking terms. Bunker please? Okay, I got you. Electric bunker. Alright, so we'll get the baseline of this, because this one could be a more elaborate one. Unless you'd want to see this. Here, let me finish this one first. So how I see it. Take it all off. Wait, what are we talking about? Yeah, right? What? Cleanups, baby. Okay, that's what we'll do now. We'll kind of set this one up, and then if we feel good about it, we'll probably walk through the whole thing. Does that sound good? Hopefully my internet holds. That'll be a good way for us to gauge the internet. Okay, so, and you'll hear me explain this a bunch of times, but this will kind of help me work it out too. Okay, so we're going to need, I almost always say start with a medium battery because they're accessible on the map, right? Like you can just go to Bandit Camp and buy one for 75. Because let's be honest, when you're starting, that tech trash, that's expensive, dude. It's expensive, dog. Alright, so for this one, this is a lot like some of the other bunkers that we've done in the past, but the difference is we stick the old cupboard over here, and we're just going to use this wooden lock because it's much easier for us, and then we'll throw all these in here because we can. Inventory. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, so the big difference here is, you know what? Oh yeah, we can do it like this. So this one's gonna be a bit harder to pull off in the initial because you're gonna have to start with a triangle piece here, and it's gonna get a little weird. So you're gonna need a bit more stone than you typically would. I like this because it kind of tucks everything into the honeycomb. And so again, the way we kind of had it here was you take this low wall here and hard side outward, and just leave room here. You can start with this here. You can go wood to start, so you can kind of jam a lot of stuff in here. And then I would say just go right for your old wooden door. You know me, dude. It's all about starting on the cheap. And then what you can do, you know the move. You know the move, boys. Wooden frame, wooden door. Until you can afford it. Because let's be honest, at this point, you're cooking the stuff that you need. Am I right? Or am I right? Sometimes you have enough, and then you can just jump right to it. And then, in that case, just go for it. Then the rest over here should be... what do we end up doing? This is going to be a wall, and I think we make a triangle here. This is another reason why you kind of want to start off with, like, wood on this side, because you're like, hey, maybe we should do that. Let's go ahead and cap this. And then in here, you are going to want to make your shelf. So... Oh, wait. Already messed up. Already messed up, boys. I already messed up. See? This is why we're working it out, dog. Whew! Alright, so we're going to go frame here. We actually don't have to worry about that side, do we? Hold on. Calculating. See, this is why we're working it out. That's right, we gotta flip-flop it this way, which is a little weird. Jam it in the corner, baby. Alright, we should have enough to do the fill again. Bingo. Is that everything? What's up? He says this PC. Yeah, for now. We're gonna jump over to console here in a little bit. We just kind of wanted to run through some stuff. All right, so that can kind of stay wood or whatever, twig, and then out here you're gonna want to make your step up. Let's just kind of do it in order. Okay, so because I messed it up so bad. You know what? Hold on a second. And this one here, I've got like furnaces down here, which yeah, we're gonna keep them down here, I think, because it's kind of crucial when you first get started, I think. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. This is, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So in order to kind of get everything in order here, so yes, this is how you're gonna first start off. You're gonna start like this. And now it's a little weird because you've got this hole here and you've got your foundation up. It's really goofy. But I find tucking your battery away in that area really helps out a lot. Okay, so you're out here. Let's go ahead and make this. Yeah, because I'm already making some subtle adjustments. I'm glad we're going over this. So if we go through the whole thing again, I'm ready. Nice hammer scan. You like that? It's watermelons. They're delicious. Don't tell me I can't place that. I was like, come on. Okay. So I would highly recommend putting a lid on this. Yeah, I don't think we can go as cheap with this one because we've got some other amenities that we kind of have to deal with. So I would say get this here and get this sealed up at least. So then you've got your wooden doorway here. Yes, people can get on your rooftop or whatever, but at least you're kind of getting started down here. Okay, and it's on the cheap. And then let's get your sleeping bag good to go, my guy. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach. Yes, we can make it cheap. Alright, so immediately, let's just say we've got a battery. Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. So what I have found, you can get right... I messed up again. Wow, I'm so glad. Okay. When we place this, we got to do it this way because of the placement. Wow, I'm so glad I'm doing this. I've already messed this up twice. Builder's Paradise, it's your best friend. Okay, let's load it. Let's make it a little brighter so you guys can all see it. Hey, what do you say? Okay, that's why. Man, I'm so glad I'm doing this. He says, the way you said it made me die laughter. What? The skin? There we go, that's why. Okay, so you want to make sure the panel is facing you. And what's beautiful about this is you want to make sure the soft side's facing you on this wall. Because if somebody breaks in here, you don't want them to be able to go all the way in. And yes, you'll need this window, but you could use a wooden window to kind of stop them for a little bit. But yeah, you're really gonna want the other window. But let's be honest, there's blueprints involved with this. We got batteries, we got other stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and make that stone. I'm probably gonna mess this up again, for certain. Can we jam one here? Anyways, okay, so if you've got a, get rid of these. We've got a Furnacio. Start cooking down here. Okay, so let's say you've got the materials now to place the metal doorway, which is something you want pretty quickly. Let's be real. As soon as you do have that, you can soft side this wall. It is highly recommended. You know the drill, gentlemen. You know the drill. Whoops, not this one. We're not making money. And you're gonna seal the top. You know what? Let's go back to me saying the door shouldn't be chopped down until you have this door up. This should look very familiar. What did we call this one? We have a name for this one too. Oh, the side saddle. That's right. I forgot. This is one we use in the water a lot. Okay, small box. Small box. Small box time. Alright, so this gets you going on like the basic base part. Now, if you do manage to get a solar panel, or if you go to the outpost, you'll probably end up going to the outpost. Maybe you get lucky. I start by placing the solar panel almost immediately. So you always go northeast and southwest. So right now I'm facing northeast, so that would be morning time. And yes, it's slightly off, but that's okay. And yeah, we're only going to get half of the day, but that's fine. And that way, at least we can start collecting power as soon as we get it. As soon as you get it, you want to start collecting, because it's going to be a slow burn. And you're going to move this thing again, and that's fine. So let's go ahead. Let's see what the best way to set this all up is. This is going to be where your hammer and stuff go. Then let's go ahead and get this good to go. This is your bunker entrance. You can make that wood if you're a cheap bastard like me. Okay, so now that we have all this extra stuff. Small box time. Yeah, I know, right? So I was thinking about, I mean, I think we're gonna try a couple different streams this weekend. I was like, does anybody want to see Satisfactory or Space Engineers? That's freaking hot. You like that? Oh yeah. I kind of got an urge to play. Who knows? We might get totally involved in like Star Citizen or something. Oh, by the way, as a side note, as I'm trying to work boxes in here like an idiot, so I think in the short term, I've got. This is probably gonna be a way long story. So I have a Tobii eye tracker for Star Citizen. It tracks your eye movement. I'm sure you've seen it on other streamers where like they got the little glob thing and then it like tracks the eyes. But like in this case, it tracks your head and your eyes. My chat PC screen just went out. Sweet. So in the game Star Citizen, it will track like where I'm looking and also my head. So like when we're in the cockpit, it's gonna feel more like real. Anyways, long story short, the monitor I have has like a slight curve to it. It's a BenQ. And so that's dope, but I can't really mount it. So what I'm going to do is swap the chat monitor with the main monitor and like try it. It's either going to be this weekend or this coming week because we got some cool stuff coming up. 318's coming in. It's going to be dope. Racing, all kinds of stuff. You know what? We should leave the box out. I'm an idiot because we're going to have to get in here. So I'm kind of hot to try that SC stuff and get that Tobii eye tracker working. Because I've had it for a minute, but I was super sad panda when I couldn't get that sucker fit. Alright, this is a good way for us to kind of organize our thoughts here. Well, me attempting. Okay, so I'm kind of a big fan of just bringing all the power down. Okay, so let's think for a second. If we have a box down here, how do we organize this over here? I feel like we can do it a little better. Lost in my own creation. We did it on the ceiling tile. I suppose we could, sure. Because we need operational stuff on the inside. Because like we need a good setup for the base in this mode, correct? Because how many times you hear and there's some people outside like sniffing your gooch, going, "Hey man, what's up? You got some cheese?" You're like, "Get off my doorstep." Right? Right. That's realistic. That's Rust. So with that in mind, let's just say, let's put it on the ceiling for now, and we'll come back to it. So, all right, so when you're looking like this, I want to say the 2 prongs are facing you. Am I right about that? I could be wrong about it. Am I right? Oh, man, I'm good. Okay, that's dope. The reason why we have it like that is because we want to bring the cable down here and then connect it to the battery. Is it red that goes in? Hold on, let me look at the car battery. I probably sound like an idiot. I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Okay, we'll use blue for it to go in. And if you don't have this big battery, I'd say just put this little guy down in the corner until you get the big one, because you're going to want the big one for sure, but it's always good to charge something. So you know what? Yeah, I guess it's good that we have it down there. Why not? Okay, so what I like to do is get this all wired up to the main battery, so we'll make this one blue. Yeah, I know, we got 4 more colors on PC, right? I'm not complaining. We at least have colors on console, which is dope. By the way, if you didn't know what that is, it's the reload button. You're welcome. Okay. So let's take blue, move it down this way. And we'll just kind of, I guess we'll run it on the floor over to here-ish and slap it in there. Here's the reason why having the red root combiner in there is dope, because if you move the tile upstairs, you just disconnect it to the root combiner. You don't have to rewire this, because it's going to get a little snug back here, because it's your TC, boy. Dope. Okay, so in the interest of following my own advice here, let's go ahead and wire this up. So you would go outside, you go up to the top here, create a half wall, jump up here. Realistically, this is how I wire stuff. You place it here, get right under the foot, or get under it if you need to. Then go inside your door, get it up under the lip, and then move it on the corner, like so. Well, that's not going to do. We need blue. That's what she said, bigger's better. Yeah, until you hit the cervix. Alright, anyways. Back here, right there. Bring her back down. Right here, and this should take you right inside. What we can do, you know what, let's make this a slightly different color. I'm like changing my mind all over the place. Let's make this bright-ass blue, so you can kind of differentiate between the two. Changing my mind all over the place. That cervix question got somebody, didn't it? Haha! You know, it's crude, but it also makes you think. 3 inches is pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. For a B-plug, sure. Alright, so we bring it up here, and then we'll wire it in over here. We don't really, I keep wanting to space out for like understanding. We don't have to here, right? Because we already have tutorials on that. Wow, dude, my speed is super high. What is going on here? Let me know if that snow is like obnoxiously bright. Okay, so at least we're collecting juice. It's coming in down here, and you're soaking it right there. If you can't afford this, you can at least research this and start this. This does not take tech trash. It's the only one. It's better than nothing. And as a matter of fact, you can wire a lot of traps that way. Oh, you know what? You can wire this sneaky trap that way. Look at me go. Cross promotion. But it works though. It's a solid trap. Use the storage monitor. No one's going to see it coming. Okay. On to the next piece. I sounded like Bane there for a second. Okay, so your battery's taking a charge. That's excellent. Now what I'd recommend, because you're a G, I've noticed, and we started doing this, and I like this a lot. So I want to place some drop boxes here, but you kind of want to put them in the center wall, not too high, not too low, because it's going to mess up your placement, not too far to the left. So have one that faces out and one that swings the other way. So if you're inside, you don't have to pop it if you're getting pushed. Let's just make sure it still seals. Dude, I don't know. I think it's my cable. My chat monitor keeps going on and off like a... That's weird. Okay, good. We're good. I don't know. And it's like, it can be extra storage if you want it to be, but also it's a nice way to push things in and out if you really need to. You know, it's nice. Call this one Inside. Inside. What do you say? He says, Troll says bigger. Perfection. Beautiful. Says, yeah, man, more streams. Woo! I got you, dude. Okay, so I'm trying to think realistically, like when we're in this scenario, we're cooking over here. We'll probably have our level 1 by now. And if we don't, then it's going to be... Herbert. Hey there. Did I? I didn't have room for it. I'm stupid because I picked up the gun. What an idiot. I'd say here, kind of place this like so. Make sure you don't creep on the socket. I don't know. Let's say you're rich and you have all this. I want to make sure this electric bunker is like nice and quick, like under 20 minutes if I can handle it, but maybe not. I mean, this will be an electric bunker, so it'll require some explanation. Place your stuff there, you good here, and then you can place 3 bags total on the ground. Beautiful. Now I think what we're going to include here, okay. So when we're doing this, I like to include everything that's realistically that we use. So automatic lights to save on battery power, and then the ability to turn on turrets and stuff. What do we put over here? I'm like, is that like a whole 20-minute video in itself? Might be. Oh, this is why we're here. And to be fair, you could wire it up that way. Alright, well, let's get the light in here first. It'll kind of keep the... Oh, you know what? And then let's do this. Let's get stupid, boys. Let's get dumb. Let's put one of these right here, dude. Got that Jeff Bezos money. Let's go. How did we decide to do this last time? I think we put a switch on it. Like, I could set this up a million different ways, but I want to do this in a realistic fashion, so it's not like draining power for everybody, because there's nothing worse than like you're on a budget, you're solo, and then like you got some drain and you need it for like your turrets or something. Because let's be honest, if you're starting now and you're collecting power off of one solar panel, you're going to need to save as much power as possible, right? So I think, okay, so to get started, maybe we just start the bunker like this, and then you guys can kind of add it how you want. Because I think the major point for this is like, how do you set up a turret? How does it power? How do you get heat going? How do you get a light going? How do you get a bunker? What do you think? Because it's not really that important to have a second story, right? What do you guys think? There's plenty of times where I'm playing solo, or like I start off solo and then the boys join me, but like our crew doesn't usually get bigger than like 3. But like there's a lot of times we're on and we're by ourselves, so like having to maintain something like low key I think is critical. What's up, Steven? Oh, so I'm sorry, Stevie. What's up? He says, this is awesome. Thanks, dude. What's up, baby? I've been dying to do this all week, but I've been sick. I mean, I felt like crap, but honestly, my voice was completely trash, like around Monday. And I was like, hey, I don't think I can... You probably heard it in the videos, eh? I sounded like crap, man. So something we could do here... Yeah, maybe we just kind of keep it this like one story, and then you guys can kind of add on how you want to, right? Because like if I were to kind of leave it like this or add like another airlock or something, that wouldn't be terribly detrimental to everybody, right? Like you guys would understand how to expand it, or like it gives you the ability to kind of build it out the way you want to. What's up, Stevens? Welcome back, dude. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Because I want this to be like a good solo bunker, but I want it to have all the electricity stuff that you could use. Yeah, let's maybe maintain that. Okay. So we're going to have a couple of different things here. So we're going to have a switch for the heater, which is, that's important. I guess since it's hot, we'll make it We'll make it red. No, we'll make it yellow because red's gonna be our death. Bingo. I don't know how we're gonna do this split, right? I almost want like a controlled piece off of this. See, I've already added stuff that this one doesn't have. But like for real though, you want the heat because yeah, okay. So like desert and snow. Let me know if I sound like a rambling idiot here. It's okay if I do, but if it makes sense, that's fine then. So people don't spawn in desert and people don't spawn in the snow biome. A lot of people fuck off in the snow biome because if they wear gear, they get melted. Same with the desert. It's not as bad, but like the winter biome like punishes you for wearing like big boy gear, which is good for solos. It's also good for farming. Am I right? What's up? He says my turbine connected to a medium battery outputs to a splitter. Says that you can output each to a switch before the splitter and put a master switch. You don't have a battery, my guy? I mean, you could. Is that a question or are you throwing in? Sorry, that's like a genuine question. I don't read well. I don't read good. Good question, though. I just want to make sure I got it right. We're making some tweaks to the electric bunker, I think. Well, first of all, let me put you... There's two videos here. One is for power and the other one's for powering turrets. That might help. I was just about to say, why your game looks so good? I realized it's PC. Yeah, it's just a bit easier for us to do this here. We'll still do target practice over on console tonight, and then we might even jump over and do some Builder's Paradise on PTV. Because there's some other stuff I wanted to test, because there's a really good pressure plate switch, and I don't think it works for us. Sorry, tangent. You can place under this floor tile. Okay, let me just walk over it. This will make more sense. Listen, ready? Yep. That's going through the floor, baby. I don't think that works for us. So a couple things I want to try out, you know what I mean? But if it does, boys, we are ahead of the game. Times 20. All right, back to the business, gentlemen. All right, so here's what we're trying to put in here. Let me just kind of put it out. Wait for horses to come so I make a dung farm. You know it, dude. Habits. Did that answer your question? Like, I got those two videos. Those should help. Or are you just saying what you did? I mean, that will work, but just if your wind turbines go down, where you have a fluctuation and you're close to your min-max, or if I smoke your wind turbine, I can knock out your whole circuit. So, like, yes, that works in the short term, which is a good idea, but also it can be vulnerable. If you're asking. Okay, so what we're trying to do in here, back to the original piece here, I want to make this light automatic. Right? We're getting fancy now. So, oh, I guess we're gonna have to rewire that, huh? Man, what a douchebag. Can we do it on the ceiling? You know what? Yeah, let's reshuffle that. Alright, so we're gonna have automatic lights that go on and off during the day so you don't leak any extra power. You know what? Since you probably will have one light, maybe we just put that on a switch. Yeah. Undetermined. We can make this automatic. If we do, it's going to be like this. guess I'll wire it just in case. Why is that going sideways? What is happening here? Hello? We'll leave it like that, I guess. Just make sure the input's on the bottom here. It is not. Whew, dude, what is going on? We'll leave it like that. Okay. This is Jade. You playing the AIM service tonight? Yeah, most likely. Alright, so I don't know if we'll add it in this build or not, but I wanted a way to do automatic lights, which would be pretty dope. Let's get a blocker in here. It's getting pretty wild, huh? We need this to be on the left side. So you pretty much have to be upside down for the whole thing. Man, this is awfully confusing. I'll be honest with you. It's not often I put this shit on the walls. I'm sorry, ceiling. That's wild, dude. That's super wild. I don't know if we end up putting that there, but anyways. Automatic lights. It's just, like, I know the circuit. It's this circuit. But man, putting it on the ceiling is like, what? Like your brain hurts. It's this one right here. Says I didn't run. Oops, I didn't mention the part where it never runs out of battery with a single medium rechargeable battery, so it stays on all the time. I have 3 turrets connected. He says, has a fluctuator ran out? Nice. Yeah, but the problem is, you have a wind turbine. That's a good solution, though. Good stuff, man. Horses will be dope. Anyways. I wanted a way for us to have a switch for the heater as well. We've already got that. We can probably stick a splitter somewhere. It's not terribly obnoxious. I guess, you know what? We can stick it there. Yeah. Let's make sure it's not blocking anything, right? Because as a solo, you want it nice and tight and cozy, but you don't want a bunch of stuff in the way. We're working this out in real time, gentlemen. You know, let's slide that down. Because we need to be able to get to it a little bit later, too. This is don't choke. I know, right? Alright, so where do we want to put the switch for the light? So we're going to need a switch for the turrets as well. Let's take this out for a second. Nice, tight, and cozy. Yeah. Some of the best things in life are tight and cozy. Some of the best things in life are tight. Alright, so we'll kind of do what we did before with the bunkers. Again, you can adjust this any way you want. But this is nice. It's nice and cheap. People look at this and they'll be like, well, did we burn it? And if they burn it, they run into this, and hopefully they don't raid you before you seal your bunker up. This way we'll have a spot for more of this. Two should be enough if you get started early to charge it up. Don't you like how we have the the backup button for this on console? I like to get my lines real tight. Low and tight. Alright, let's get the ones upstairs all wired up because we're going to need some of this juice for the example. Bum, 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 bum. So northeast and southwest should give you pretty decent coverage. Let's just make sure it's actually going to start charging us up real good, like right there. Staple it in. Whoops. And this will be the channel you kind of run everything down into. I'll try to do this, when we do the example, I'll try to make sure I'm outside jumping on stuff to give you a better idea what it feels like, because honestly, what is going on here? Why is it not letting me select it? That was weird. That was bizarre. I got in like some weird state there. Yeah, I like to make these wood so you have a jump up. We'll leave stuff like this out here too to kind of show you what it's like, because honestly when you're putting these up you're exposed, and so you need to know how long this is going to take and like what the jump's like, because if you don't and you're like me and you're a choke artist, you're going to eat shit if you guys sit out there with your balls in the wind for too long. You know what I mean? Says you already know when electricity is going to come. They say first quarter, but like, I feel like the progress is really good. So I feel like it could be pretty quick. Although what's really going to delay this is the holiday, right? So because really work kind of stops. Let me check the calendar. The work really kind of stops around the 18th for most companies. I'm just ballparking it here. So we have about another week's worth of like actual work from people, and then pretty much count on them checking out until, you know, after the new year. Some people may have already checked out. But, you know, as far as like getting stuff out, because then that way, like if they release something, you have a little bit of time to react if something's really broken, and then make sure everything's stable for the holiday. It says, because I wasn't using my 2 turbines in a series, circuit of parallel. It says 2 separate circuits, but still, instead of that one turbine affects the others when the other turbine faces certain directions. Wait, let me... Sorry, we're like on tangent central right now, but these are good questions. Yes. It says, but still, instead, the one turbine affects, obstructions can affect output of the wind turbine. So does height. So if you have too many too close, that's what I mean. Like, you got to have a big footprint to have constant power. It's possible, but it's costly, both in upkeep, space, and yeah, I mean, just the upkeep, footprint alone. But yeah, I mean, it's very promising. It's just my head hurts. Too many big words going around. What? Yeah. Okay, sorry. I had to check on something. Alright, so the battery is taking a charge right now. Let's go ahead and check on that. How's our battery doing? Hopefully we can still reach this from back here when your boxes are in play. Excellent. Let's see if we can squeeze another one of these over here. Oh, we can, baby. All right, so for our light, we're going to make that green because these are colors that we have. That way you can manually turn these on and off. Because let's be honest, if you're solo, you're not going to, if you have multiple lights, the automatic lights make sense. But like, if you're going to be conscious of your power and you're solo, you'd probably be just fine. Let's go ahead and put this here on the green side. And then we'll bring the yellow around under the frame and over. Perfect. Yeah, I smell like farts. Okay. Well, we're going to have to rewire this. Okay, so we're going to take the red here, slap it up, bring it around, scoobity boop. Just assume this goes into the battery, because it does. You know what? I'm stupid. We got to make sure, because we don't want leakage on the... Okay, so it's worth noting. We're getting a 1 power leakage because it's actually going from here to the splitter, and the splitter's chewing up a piece of power. So having another power thing, dude, my fart stinks. Oh my goodness, it's bad. It's very, very bad. So put a switch here. Yes, I'm a big fan. When you're running off like low power solo action, you'll see me put a lot of switches everywhere. You kind of add them as you need them. That way it's like when you want everything off, you can just turn it off and you're not going to get the leakage. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that on for a second. Okay, so what this is doing now is we can turn on the heater when we need it. What's the power draw right now? 6. Now we can turn on the lights so we can control these. So if you're in the winter biome, you're not going to totally just freeze your nuts off. And hopefully these furnaces are far enough away where you're also not going to freeze your nuts off. Or burn up. But really, you can keep all these on, and then you can just shut everything off right here. But when I think, you know what? Hold on a second. How much are we using on this? 9? Jeez. So if we had 8, dude, we're getting fancy. If we have 8 going over, why does it do the bend like that? All right, we're getting crazy, right? So watch this. I'm trying to, I don't know, like maybe we're getting too complex with this, but I want people to be able to have a good option for like an electric bunker and have like a lot of utility out of it, but because that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, so what's crazy about this is we're going to put the exact number when both of these are on into the side. Which really, maybe we don't need the switches after that, really, when it comes down to. Because since it's coming off the side here, it's using that power regardless. You know what? You can have the heater and the lights on. Because if you're home, you need the heat on, right? Bingo. That should only use... Actually, we can cut that down to like 6, right? That's a lie. It has to be 7. If someone raise this, they're going to think the owner is Nikola Tesla. I know, right? That way we can shut off all power, no leakage on the main battery. Perfect. Says, hey Jay, so I was at Outpost jumping on players, recycling, and it launched me up higher than the building, and I landed on top of the broken wall. He says, I got a clip of it. A possible exploit. Ooh. Can I send it to you? Yes. As long as it's a link to, like, a video or whatever. Just pop into the Discord. You can't put it in the chat because it'll deny it. Okay. So the whole idea is the remainder power will go over and control the turrets, and then the turrets will hopefully be controlled over here by all of this jazz. Alright, I think we got a good solution for this. Or do we? We'll get rid of this. We'll just make it all manual. We'll kind of simplify things a little bit, because I guess if we need it in the future, we can do whatever, but I think all of the different recombiner stuff's going to end up here. We got our little split over here. Bring it in over to this box. So the remainder of power is going to go across here. Things do get a little snug up here, don't they? Okay, and these can power the different turrets. Ah, yes. Perfect. What's up, Dream says BRB. Okay. So, if you wanted to stick a turret somewhere on the base, you could. And again, I'll kind of leave it open, because some people like to stick turrets in the honeycomb. I guess for our example, we'll set one up over here, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense to actually place it here, but hopefully this will give you guys a good idea of, like, how you could potentially do it. Alright, so you'd have like a door, a roller door there or something. And what you can do... No, let's go ahead and bring a branch in here too. Why not? So really, we can actually get a couple different things. So what this is going to do over here is we can use different colors on this now, because the yellow came over here. So then we'll use... orange? Sure, let's use orange. Orange is going to go over to the turret over yonder. So what we can do is bring it over here. Run it up against the wall, and then we can bring it up. And over here, I believe. Oh, you know what? Let's do it like this. I'm sorry. We can go from here, and then we can just use it on the jump down. That's a little bit easier to digest, I think. We can kind of run it next to this conduit here. And then bring it over to the side. Yes. Kind of, hopefully not making the top side so congested. We're making it orange. I know we don't have that color, but hopefully it differentiates so people can understand. Bingo. So now, this power goes over here and is split. Now, what we can do is we can take the remainder power, because the branch takes the remainder power and pushes it to the top, so we can take the power that comes out here and hit the turret. So now when we're downstairs, we should be able to hit the switch and it should go on. So the whole idea is that you can move this turret anywhere you want on the base. Now you're like, oh, that's cool and all, but like, what happens when my turret's off? You can't run it all the time. Well, I got you. So if you have a door controller, a roller door, or even a swing door, did I put that too close? I certainly did, like a douchebag. Let's just say it's even one of these. No, we'll make it a roller door. I lied. Alright, habits. Yeah, that's the only way you can really send it to me. Is it like a clip on Xbox or something? You could just send it to my gamer tag then, if you wanted to. Just make sure you use in the message, use the same name you have here on YouTube, so I know who it is. Because I'm not going to lie to you, dude, I have a lot of messages. Alright, so the whole idea here is that we place a turret that's here on the side. It will power up when it has the juice. Use the right side of the branch, bring it down, up and under. I guess you could just have it go right to the thing, but I like to tuck my cords. I'm a freak. What's cool is then if you build up this second story or whatever, you'll have a wall here. And then you'll just have to go outside and then access your turret that way. Or if you want to be a complete G about it, you could just put a window here. Right? Right. That way nobody can really mess with it. I guess you could do that, and then you could always upgrade it and then flip it later, so that's an option. So yeah, we already had the turret turn on, but you're like, oh, we have a door in the way, so how does that help us at all? Well, because you brought the power to this branch, what's beautiful about that branch is it automatically cuts off 2 units of power, which is just enough for us to take this and run it to our good friend, the door controller. Yeah, we gotta pair it first. Alright, so this is right here. We need to make it green, then we can pair it. Now it's paired, we need to go back out here and lock it. Now we can take the orange cable and run it up. So that way you've got like a good setup for both if you just want the turret running or if you want the door to open at the same time. So, what's up, L? What up, dude? You know what we should do down here? So I can kind of like hit the switch automatically while we're talking to you guys. Well, I guess it's too late for that. But anyways, okay, so if we're downstairs, we turn this on. Now both the turret and the door open, and you're running off of just solar panels and everything else, and you're saving power. So when it's off, it's off. So when you're down here and you're like, hey, there's no more dudes outside, let's save some power, no problem. And all you need to do is this box right here can support 3 turrets and everything else inside, so you can run 2 more turrets anywhere across the base. So if you wanted to have turrets down here in a pod, you could do the exact same thing. I wouldn't suggest putting it on the ground floor, but you get the idea. You can run 2 of these here, like so. Two doors. You'd have to have roller boys, I think, at this point. Put a branch right here. And then again, you would do the same thing you did before, but with the door controllers, just once you connect this one, you daisy chain it to the other one. Just make sure it's on the frame. Just kind of just showing you a quick example of how this would work, even though it's on the first floor, which is insane. Not insane. I could think of a couple examples where it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but So like here we got to pair it, so then once it's green we can come over here and pair it. It's green and we go back to relock it. Again, you can use swing doors too. It's whatever you can afford. I know this is pretty expensive to have 2 roller boys just chilling outside. I mean, what kind of Jeff Bezos rich ass shit is that? We'll use hot pink or something, and then we'll take, this is for the door controllers. We go here, and then it has a throughput on the top, and you can run it right down here. And then you can run this one into the turret. And so now, we left the cap off so you can kind of see what's going on, but what's great about this is that same switch runs everything. Oops, do we not have enough? Do we not have enough? Hold on, hold on. It would help if I connected it. Man, I'm good. So we go down here and then connect the... we connect the branch. Now we're good. So you can see how the one switch is controlling all the doors and all the turrets. So if you want all the turrets off, which is the biggest drainer of all power, you shut this off, but everything inside is still running. So again, you can move this turret bay anywhere you want. You can move this turret bay anywhere you want. If you just want the turrets and have the ability to turn it on and off, then don't use the left-hand side of this. I'll leave out the door controllers. If you need more than 2 doors open, which I don't see why you would need to, then adjust those branches. 1 higher for every door past 2. If that makes sense. Can we see our AK spray? Yeah, I'm like the best. You want to see, dog? I think you're ready for this. Best AK spray in the game. You want to see precision. Ready? Man, I can't even tell there's a line there. You know what I mean? Best AK spray in the game. So yeah, if you're built up the rest of this to the 2nd floor, you could put like a window here so you can access the side, which would be important. Or you could just use the front turret port to kind of fill it in if you really wanted to. You could stick shelves in here, and you'd be good to go. However you want to build this out. Then as you get more of these solar panels, you would add more of your... I guess you probably just want to make just a freaking wall, right? And then you just want to access it to the front. A little dicey, but hey, whatever. Solo life. But this will support up to 4 turrets. But, you know, realistically, 3 is probably all you're going to have on the space. But yeah, if you wanted to add more of these solar panels, you would just add another root combiner. Right here. Or just in front of this one, and then you connect the blue into that, and then keep going. You like that? Correct. I know. I told you it was the best. People just don't believe me. Pretty hot, right? So, like, realistically, like, if this is your jump up for the 2nd floor, you could technically have more turret ports on top of your honeycomb or something, right? So like if this was your, whoops. If this is your honeycomb, the main, and you wanted to have a turret sitting out here, you totally could. Just place it there, and then you got your doors. A lot of times you're gonna, well, the swing doors are cute, but the problem with it is, dude, I am shitting my pants right now. Problem with these are this. That's quite a blind spot. And same with the other way around. That fart. You ever have a fart where you just question whether or not you shit yourself? So yeah, you can put turret parts all over. I would suggest covering up your turrets whenever you can. So like if you can't afford the big boy doors, use like a gate. But you need to be able to get to your turret port. Oh, use the storage monitor? Nice. It says Can I show you my trap base? Yeah, if you send it to the gamer tag or if you pop onto my Discord or whatever, you can send it that way. Has to be a video. I do not accept any other types of files. Preferably a video to like YouTube. You gotta stand up and check. Yes. Or like you kind of smell the chair and it stinks. Like a sewage processing plant. And you're like, oh, I smell like poop. Dude, it's so hot in here. Why is it so hot in here? Ugh. Storage monitor. That'd be sweet to see it, bro. Bro, chief. Ah. Hot. So yeah, so maybe we give the rundown on this. And then you can add like a second story if you want to this. You know, you've got this. You can add your furnace side here. You're good to go. It says I have the raw video or TikTok. Are you on Xbox or PlayStation? Just stand up and check. That's so real, dog. Yeah, realistically, I'd probably keep this like that, and then your loot room would be sitting right here. And then you just have to go external and then put it up. They stink. Let's see if we can't get another. I guess we could try doing the run through on this completely, right? Because this is essentially. Does that make sense though? Like to you guys? Like if I were to leave it like this, you would understand that you can like move this triangle piece anywhere you want. You don't have to put this here, but this kind of gives you an idea of how to build it because, you know, people are going to put their turrets in different places. Like I want it to be in such a way where it makes sense for you to be like, oh, okay, this circuit, I connect off of this splitter to move my turrets all over the base, and I'm asking if that makes sense or not. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. We just gotta figure out what makes sense. And then these little branches here control both, like everything. The turret comes off the right, and the door controllers come off the left. I was like, or do I have to take a poop? I'm a big fan of this base, and then you put this side like in on the water so you can hear people walking up. And then the whole idea is like this one is a bit more fleshed out where you got a second floor and you can kind of put turrets on the top. But it's the same idea. You got this weird airlock in the front, but you'd have the same kind of mechanism where you've got the switch on the front. And let's be awesome. Or let's be awesome. I mean, yes, but let's be awesome. But let's be real and awesome. When smart controllers come out, we don't have to come inside to hit the switch. We just use a smart switch and flick it on your phone. Boing. This is no more turret spamming. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And then as you build another floor, you'd move your solar panels up. And this is a way to kind of map this off here where people can't completely wreck it. But then also protects your turret, but you can knock this out if you want to. I think this is probably more realistic. You can put like a weird external door. I jump up and in, but it's the same idea. Processing, loot. I actually just made this freaking nothing down here, but I suppose you put a turret in there too. Why not? Just kind of showing you that you can put the extra stack on there. So I guess, isn't it called the saddle or something like that? Side saddle? You're sexy when you explain circuit. You like that shit? I guess we'll try a complete run through. I just gotta make sure I don't poop my pants. I was like, where am I at with my lower GI? So yeah, the whole reason behind this is you can upgrade this, and if you like have it built out like this, you can soft side your own doors and then turn these into garage doors if you really wanted to, right? So it makes it easier. And let's be fair, if you got a little bit of wood peppered on your base, most people are like, yeah, probably not. Or you can bait them into flamethrowing your door, and then they stop there, and then you can kind of catch to see who your enemies are. You know, just saying. But you can even stick a turret up here if you want to. Just leave it on. Although to be fair, if the power goes out, someone's going to bop it. I'm a big fan of sticking stuff behind doors like this, so people can't get to them. What's up? Goofy-ah. What's our upkeep on this? Reload, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at this. Put that right there. And let's make sure the bunker works, because it does. Boom. Should rotate that to make our life easier. And seal it up. Boom. And you know me, once you get the metal, you make all this metal on the interior, and then you make the outside honeycomb. I'm a big fan of sticking these turret ports on the second or third floor. But then you've got overall coverage on the complete base. 3 turrets. You could even do 4 if you wanted to. The medium battery, our workload now is what? Let's go ahead and turn them all on. What do we got? For 2 turrets, a light, and a heater, we're burning 34 units of power, and we have 19 minutes of continuous power. Now, if we were to shut off the turrets, if we don't need them, it breaks it down to 8, so we have 121. I'm sorry, an hour and 21 minutes of runtime. Good to go. But if we turn everything off, we're just storing power. I'll be the guy bopping turrets with a compound bow. Do it. That's what I'm saying. Like having a door, a swing door, or a roller door. Roller door is ideal, but like I get it. Sometimes you start with the gate, and then you move up to the roller door because it's really expensive. And if you're online, and, you know, you're farming, going back and forth, this is realistic. But yeah. Nice. You're gonna get on there and check out the aim trains. Just remember, search for target. I like the drop boxes too. That's a nice touch, eh? Yeah. If you destroy this, the bunker is open. You're good to go. So like really, if you're at home and you want all the lights on and the heater, you're good to go. You can keep everything all locked up, work the furnace, boop, 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 boop. And this thing will keep you nice and toasty, baby. And when you make a second story, look, it actually comes to the floor. So it's really good if you're working your loot room up here. Very hot. Let's see, what else are we missing for this? We had all this, we got the box, we got that. I guess the heater, there's one. And then we got, what else? The Schwindos. Yeah, living in the snow's better now too. Well, and let's not forget this. Having this light switch and the heater are going to be good for your plants because that's going to be the one after Power Surge for sure. Let me go get a little cookie because I'm a piece of shit. And then we'll do this. I'm going to play a little music. I'll be right back. I did not hear that. Third-party devices? Ooh. You talking like Chronos and stuff? Zen and Chronos? I hear they're the same thing. But then someone said that they're like I thought they were like two different products that did the same thing, but I think they're the same thing. I don't know. That's why I'm just like mouse and keyboard adapter. That's what they are in their script kitties. That's all they do. That's all they can do. Don't forget to like stream. Yeah, that does help. Thank you. Snow bases be ready. I know, right? So I think we're gonna walk through the base. We might end up using it on the channel later if it's a good take. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So then that way you guys can have access to it later if you want to. Yes. I just hope my voice holds out. I think I'm okay. My voice hasn't really cracked or faltered. What's up, boys? What's tell me more, Dreams, about the action against third-party devices. That would be nice. Yeah, it's a multi-script running device. Yeah, it just, as far as I understand the technology, and again, I don't know 100% because, but I understand what it is. It's a mouse and keyboard adapter, and it runs a script, and so there's like a recoil pattern, and it tries to counter that. Heated bunker base by Jade. Yay, yay. Oh, we got it. We're about to run through it. I might have to poop. It's like, can I make it 20 minutes without shit my pants? Ugh. But does that make sense, though? Like, if I were to kind of set this up and walk it through, if I were to put this down here and have this here with a side off, you know to put a side on there, right? Is that kind of better to, like, to show you that, hey, you can put these turret pods anywhere you want and set them up any way you want? I didn't want the video to be, like, super long. Because this one's going to be more focused on electricity and how to power, like, a bunker base. Dude, my farts are rancid. Absolutely rancid. Something's chemically wrong. I mean, those of you that kind of watched and sat through it, did that make sense? Oh, boogers. Hold on. Let me know in the chat. Hold on. Yeah. Aiden says there's 20. Anyone played a dub server? What? Are you talking about on PC? You have to be talking about on PC. What's up? This is Jade beta mail. Hey? Yeah. What's up? He says, it's befuddled me how a man who has thousands of subs only has 10 or 20 watching the stream. I mean, that's still a lot. Those are concurrent, my guy. Views and concurrent are different. Pro tip. Dude, I stink. Says if you buy this that you can cheat or whatever. You can't cheat on mouse and keyboard adapters. Like, you're cheating by using mouse and keyboard and using scripts to reduce recoil, but aimbot and stuff doesn't exist on that. That's not how those work. Just so you know. Now, if they're talking about cheating, then that's totally different technology, and it's not likely unless there's an exploit on the hardware. But it's even if there is an exploit on the hardware, Sony and Microsoft are extremely fast and vigilant and aggressive in neutralizing that. So, long pro tip, Boeing, here to the end. What's up, baby? Yeah, I stink. Yeah, 20 concurrent still a lot. Or maybe people aren't interested in circuits, or maybe my title sucks. That's true too. I mean, it could be lots of things. But I still think 10, 20 is a lot for concurrent. I know it is. That's pretty dope that Microsoft said they'd do the whatever. Okay, so I guess we'll try. Hopefully my internet doesn't eat it. We'll try to do this whole walkthrough. You guys ready? Oh man, I stink. Let's give it a good run now. Oh, wait a second. A little bit of console later. It might be just be target practice, I'm not sure. That's me, dog. That's me, dog. Door controller. A wooden door. We're gonna be smart about this, boys. And I stink. My farts are so bad. There is a nasty doo-doo on deck for later, I can tell you that much. Woo! Is that? I feel like that's way too bright. Am I crazy, boys? Yeah, hang on a second. Yeah. Let me... Because, like, if you watch the playback, it, like, melts my eye socket. There we go. I think that's better. Since when you drop the server, I expect it to be a lot more chaotic. Yeah, but it was also, like, on a work night still. And I don't know if title necessarily captured everybody on that one. Who knows? Okay, let's, Yeah, I absolutely reek. You fancy yourself a stinky boy? Yes. Sometimes it gets real chaotic. Well, and the thing is, I kind of slipped it in midstream. It's not like I put it in the title. Usually when I put it in the title that we're doing it, it goes ape. Alright, boys. Let's try it. This is the electric bunker base designed for Rust Console Edition, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Next Gen's, everything in between. You can use this on PC as well, but this is focused on how to add electronics to a bunker base for solos. This is a variation off of the saddle base. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right hand corner if you want to go check that out. But again, most of the focus on this is going to be for electronics and how all of this works. Now, this setup here for this electronic bunker base, it will power up to 4 turrets. If we go in on the interior here, you'll actually see... I should probably just go through the floor. Yes, I should. Alright, so inside the bunker base here, this switch here activates all the different turrets. outside. Whoops, gotta make sure it's all on, right? So you have a circuit for the main. We have a medium battery here. You know what? We might start this all over again, boys. I'm all over the place. We're gonna try it again. This is how the sausage is made. Alright, we can't have all that on because it's gonna freak out. Am I floating? No. Okay, good. Sorry, I gotta get my... because I just redid this. I get my file. Erase the old one. It shouldn't be a surprise. Your boy records whilst he plays. So, go through about 6 terries a month. Terries? Some more terries, please. What's my line? I don't necessarily do that on the builds. Well, I guess I do sometimes. Take 2, I know, right? Now I'm starting to cough. Now I'm all nervous because everybody's like around, right? Do that money thing you have to do. This is the electronic bunker base designed for solos, duos. This is a focus on how to set up solar panels, turrets on your base, and this is a modified version of the side saddle bunker base that I've already done in the future here, or in the past. Yeah, take 3, boys. Jeez, I messed that up bad, eh? Let's try that again. Woo, dude, I'm nervous because you guys are sitting right here. I'm scared. Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust and we're going over the electronic bunker base. This is a modified saddle bunker base. This is going to go over how to set up solar panels on your base and set up to 4 different turrets and also door ports on the side so you can activate door switches anytime you want along with the actual turrets, and have a heater inside the base along with a medium battery. So let's go ahead and go through it here. And obviously you'd be moving these turret ports around anywhere you want to. These are just for the example here. But let's go ahead and go inside here, inside the bunker. And you can see right here, here's the switch for the turrets themselves. These activate. And again, these turret ports can be anywhere on the base. They activate the doors and the turret themselves. And you can have up to 4 of them, but this one's set up for 3. And then inside we have a separate switch for, well, a main kill switch, but also a switch for the light and the heater. If you'd like to see how all of this is built out here, just check out inside of the short frame. You'll see a bar at the bottom that says check out the full video. You can check it out in that description or in the pinned comment down below. And if you're here in the video, just stick around. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the power consumption on this bad boy. So if we kind of dip in here, let's just go ahead and take this off. So when everything's on, all the turrets and everything else, you've got a 34 power units running and, 24 minutes consuming the battery. Then you've got the kill switch here, and then if you're just running the heater and the lights, you're running 8 units of power. And what's cool about this is you can modify this as you go. And the most important thing is the medium battery can be purchased at the bandit camp, so you really don't have to wait for that all-important tech trash when you're starting off your wipe. Now I'm starting to cough. Jeez. Okay, so we're going to build this all out here, but we're also going to do the electronics as we go. So again, this is the side saddle bunker base. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. But again, just know that you're going to be modifying these wooden doorways. These ports here could be on top of honeycomb. Here's a variation of the same idea. You can move up the solar panels, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how you want to add this to your base. Or you don't even have to use this particular build. This hopefully just lets you know how to set up the different turrets and stuff, because it's a little crazy at first, but honestly, once you get into it, it's not too bad. Same base, same base, same puberty, but yeah, same base, but we just kind of modified a few things. All right, so let's go ahead and go down here. My chat's laughing at me now. Laughing. Don't do it. Okay, so we're gonna go out here. We're just gonna place 2 foundations here. Oh, by the way, if you're going through this and you're like, man, this is way too complicated, I need some of these power basics, I got you covered. We got the Rust Power Basics. I'll throw that up on the upper right-hand corner now if you want to check that out. So go ahead and check that out. It will help explain a lot of this stuff and show you some examples. All right, so we're starting off here. We're going to start off cheap because that's how I roll. Now, the side saddle is very, very cheap, but this one is going to be a little goofy because you have to make this battery port in the backside. Let me just... I know it's going to seem a little weird, but we're going to stick a window frame here, soft side facing, and we'll leave it twig for now. I just want you guys to kind of see what this is all about. And then we're going to put a low wall here, hard side facing, and then we're going to stick a frame here. I know it seems a little weird. Let me go ahead and pull back so you guys can see it, and so I can cough. Where I'm standing, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and place this now. Now, this one's weird. So you go to the back wall with the knobs facing you, and then push it against this back wall and in the corner. All right, let me pull back so you guys can see this. And so I can cough. Woo! Okay. It's a little weird the way you place this, but trust me, it's going to make sense. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to shave off a little bit of materials here and there so this thing doesn't absolutely melt. So I know this one's weird from the other one, but it'll make sense here in a second. This is going to be where like your processing's at. But when you first get started, I'm a big fan of just throwing up like a metal door or even a wooden door. In this case, we're just going to go metal. And we're going to go wooden locks because it is faster. Okay, so what you want to do is make your shelves here quickly. And again, kind of do this as you see fit. Not necessarily in this order. You might make some tweaks. You might do this shelf thing a little bit later because a lot of times you get shot up and it gets a little crazy. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to stick a wooden door frame here because you can replace it later because, you know, you can't always afford your bunker area at first. Let's be honest, if you're rolling solo, I know I can't right away. I appreciate the modularity. So right here, and then I like to put a wooden door here. I guess you could put a metal door too. You know, since I don't have the wooden door put down here, I guess that's what we use. We use the metal one. The idea here is that you can soft side this out when you're done. Okay, so the most important thing you gotta do here is place your sleeping bag and call it inside. And just make sure it's off the socket. Excuse me. Okay, so now back in here, we need to make sure all of this is... The roof tiles are actually put back in, so we're going to try to move quickly. I don't want to make this video terribly long. We kind of walked through a dry thing here with the chat, and it took about an hour, but then again, I rambled a lot. That'll happen. Okay. Now that we have all this here, so again, go to the bandit camp, buy a medium battery. Where are you? 75 scrap. It's not going to cost you any tech trash. If you place this cabinet right, this tool cupboard, you can jump up here and then still place the battery off the corner. If you stand right here and look directly down, this is why we kept a twig just in case, and make sure that panel's facing you, good to go. Now you can make this stone. You can also place these boxes up here. Boxes, baby. And the whole idea is once you get that reinforced window stuff, you can just slap it in there. Oh, come on, there you go. I managed to build myself in the corner. You get the idea. Put boxes back here, you're good to go. Okay. So now what you want to do is make sure you go to the outpost and buy a solar panel, even if it's just one, to get things going. It's going to cost you 75 scrap, and it does not cost tech trash if you buy it. Okay. On to the next piece. Let's say you've got enough for a furnace. You're going to go ahead and place one back here. Then when you do get enough, you're going to place all three in the back corner. This should look very familiar. They call this usable honeycomb. So sorry for all the throat clearing. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to make the rest of our bunker section here. And assuming that you have your solar panel and a couple other pieces of electronics. So that metal door downstairs, you're going to take it and move it up here. I like to have it open inward. If you're really low on stone, sometimes I make these walls wood for just temporary. And yes, there's a mishmash of wood and stone here, but that's on purpose. I like to stick wood frames here, again, so you can knock them out, and then stick wooden doors in place, because that also helps out with, like, kind of keeping it urban camo. For everything. I should have had a lozenge before we started. Alright, so I like to put wooden doors here. It gives you an airlock, and it keeps people kind of going, is this even worth raiding? And be like, no. Then I do stick a stone piece up here, because this is where you're going to end up sticking your solar panels. Alright, so right here you stick a half wall. If you do have your solar panels, assuming that you have one or two, if you have just one, just kind of place it in the northeast. I know it seems weird, and then you place the other one in southwest. And the idea is you get this thing plugged in ASAP because you want that slow charge to keep going on the battery because it takes a while. So down here, let's make sure I can remember how I did all this. Down here, the root combiner. I think this is right. Is this how we did it? No, we did it the other way. I'm not used to doing it on the ceiling. So what we're going to do here is take the bright blue. I know we only have 4 colors on our version. You know what we should do? We should go back and actually make sure the bunker's good to go. Getting kinky up in here. You know what? Should we just... I kind of want to start over and take a lozenge and get it good. Because I'm coughing way too much, dude. See, how many times I watched this? You know what I mean? Couple times, boys. I blew it. I blew it. Alright. Yeah. Stick your solar panels at me. It says, would you... Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's too far. Silver, it's too far. Whew. Alright, we're gonna have to wait till the lozenge goes through. Cut in. Now we get this. We got it, baby. Yeah. Take 3. I gotta wait till the lozenge dissipates. I was going, yeah, it was going good. It says, yo, Jade, what do you think about map size? Personally, I think they should be bigger. However, they need some methods of transportation first. Yes. It is take 4. You're on a roll, too. I was. I got the water this time, so I think we'll be good. So maybe I'm not completely not sick yet, you know what I mean? This is how the sausage is made. Give me a chance to kind of get everything organized. I do want horses. What's crazy about map size? This is the standard map size. This is 4,250 units squared. So those 4,000 maps that they have right now in Builder's Paradise is only 250 units smaller than a big map. And they're huge. Doo-doo-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-deep. You get some cough drops. Yeah, that's what I'm sucking on right now. Baby. Should be good to go after this. Dude, you know how much cold medicine I've burned through this week because I've been sick? A lot. You know what I am gonna do? Has anybody else found that it's kind of hard to hit a bunch of these nodes when they're close together? On console? It's been a thing recently. Where did I... Oh, yeah. It comes over here. Oh, yeah. I'm sucking on the cough drops. Yes, I'm pairing it to my phone. So now... Thanks for bearing with me. What's our poll at right now? We have, have you had a chance to mess with electricity at Power Surge? 80 people voted. 50% said what? 44% said yes. 41% said not yet. End of 2023, we get Rust Plus. I hope it's not that long. I really hope it's not that long. What do we have here? We got bright pink. I guess we could do like a weird... As long as it stands... I guess like a white one? As long as it stands out enough. Maybe we just use the black wire then? That looks a little confusing. You know, let's just bring it down the top. Whew. I guess I'm still sick, huh? Annoying. I sounded like a raspy bee or what? Alright, then we had like hot pink or purple or something. It was hot pink. Oh wow, it comes in all the way over there. No kidding. When are we getting horses again? It looks like it's gonna be... So the order of updates are gonna go electricity, farming 2.0, and then horses. So we'll kind of have to see where the power hits everything, you know? Boys, gentlemen. Alright, lozenge is almost completely done. Oh, I know why. The Mucinex stuff I took is... Hold on. That's probably why I'm all runny now again. I think that's what I'm taking. Yeah. Not that it'll be in time for the video shoot. It won't be. We'll have to go to target practice after this. Whoop whoop. Hold on, let me go find this. I'm gonna go play more music. I'll be right back. Heck is Go Juice? Mucinex and cough drops? Time to rest, Papa Jade. It says, love the stream, thanks. Bouquet. Says, having fun. Bye, y'all. Says, thanks for having me. Thanks for hanging out, baby. Alright, let's give it another shot, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is what it is, what it is. Yeah. Then I think after this, we're going to try to go to and do a little bit of target practice. Sound good? Now we're going to get more done, but your boy keeps botching it over here, eh? Your boy. This is the electric bunker base. This is going to show you how to set up a bunker base with 2 solar panels, 3 turrets, a light, and a heater. This is made for solos, duos, but this should help you get your turrets set up on your base no matter what base you're using. This is a hybrid of the saddle bunker base, but this is primarily focused on, the setup of the electricity on this particular base and how to make the automatic doors along with the turrets themselves. This circuit can potentially power up to 4 different turrets. This is on a medium battery. You'll probably have to have 4 solar panels at that point, but let's go ahead and jump inside so you can see what this is all about. As a matter of fact, actually, let me pull right back here so you guys can check this out. I'm going to do this from the Rust Plus application. Boing. And again, this is for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, like that. So you can either have it set up where the turrets just turn on, or you can have the turrets turn on along with the bay doors themselves. Again, this is only a 1 medium battery, and the medium battery can be purchased at the Bandito Camp. And if you'd like to see this build and how the circuits all work and stuff, be sure to check out the link to the video. The full video, if you're watching this as a short, It's also in the description and as a pinned comment. And if you're watching us now, just keep watching because we're going to go into it. Okay, so I am a bit sick. This is pretty bad. This is take number 52. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Okay, so again, I'm just assuming that you would put these different turret pods anywhere you want. You can put them as a free ball turret. You put them as a housed turret, which I would recommend. But either way, you should be able to do all of these different things from the switch down here. And you can see we have a light, a heater, a splitter, and all kinds of little goodies here. It's a nice little cozy solo bunker base. And then what's really nice is you got a kill switch for everything right here. So let's go ahead and show you what the power consumption is with everything on. So we've got, this is the turret circuit breaker. So you can see the pink, the black, and what is that? Orange. Those are for the different turrets outside. And then so when everything's on, you're using 46 units of power, which is kind of a lot. But if you want to just turn off the turrets, which are 3 of them, that's a lot. Come back here and you're only using 8 units of power for the heater and for the light. And again, if you want all these things turned off, you can kind of adjust this little breaker up here if you want to, or you can shut everything off and then you're saving all that kind of power right there. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go through the build, but this is primarily focused on the electricity. Okay, so let's go over here and do this real fast. I don't want to make this as quick as possible. Try to give you some of the tips and stuff as we go, but... Okay, so again, this is going to be like the side saddle base. I'll go ahead and link that bad boy now in the upper right-hand corner. But with some slight variations. So this one isn't going to be as cheap, and it's going to leave you a little bit more vulnerable in the start. But overall, this should be pretty good for you. Okay, so this is going to be where the battery housing goes. We're going to stick a half hole here, keep it softy. We're going to come over here, place a frame, and then this is going to seem a little weird. You're going to stick this window frame here, soft side facing you, and then you're going to take your tool cupboard. This one's different. You're going to go up against the corner and the back wall with the knobs facing you. That's key. Authorize, and then slap a wooden lock on there. I'm just assuming you're rolling solo. You know what I mean? I'm just going to put a bunch of these materials in here. And again, this is for console and PC, so it's for everybody. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to get this a little bit realistic here. So you would stick a door on there. We're just gonna go ahead and get this piece out here real fast because it's a little goofy. You want to make sure you get it right. And place it right there. I'm kind of a big fan of going wood on these days. Okay, so you can get that medium battery at the bandit camp. It does cost 75 scrappy doodles. Where are you? There it is. It's kind of good to buy it because it costs tech trash. So even if you learned it, I mean, do you really want to spend the tech trash that early? I know I don't because I'm cheap. So if you come up here, as long as that panel for the medium battery is facing you, you can slide it in right there. You can even do this when the lid's on top, the roof tile. Get everything kind of closed off here. And as we're filling in the rest here, just know that solar panels can also be purchased at the outpost for 75 scrap. Again, that takes a piece of tech trash to build. So because it takes a piece of tech trash, I'm a big fan of just buying it outright. So really you need 150 scrap to get things kind of rolling. I like to get the solar panel up and running as soon as possible so you can start to charge on the battery itself. And then you can stick boxes and stuff back here. We're just going to kind of throw them up willy-nilly so you guys get the idea. Okay, so let's get the rest of this bad boy here. So this particular build, we're just going to have like an extra furnace area here. This is going to be the back wall where we stick all of our electronics. Normally you would stick like a wooden door here, but we're going to go right to the bunker portion of this. Speed it up. Here is the jump up for the bunker. The sealed section. This is going to be where your door port is at. And then if you have metal, this is the time to use it right here on this doorway. You know, let me pull back so you guys can see it. I didn't do that earlier. Let me do that. So right in front of my character on the top of the screen for you guys is going to be where the TC is, and then the triangle off to the right is where the battery is. Does that help? Yeah! More coughing. Alright, so since this is going to be... I can't help it. I'm so used to like playing. I'm like, let's go ahead and just put all the little necessities in here. So you stick your extra materials, your hammer, and your blueprints there so you can actually put up your bunker itself. Let's go back over here, place the walls around you, and then a stone tile on the top, and then let's put a metal door here. I think that's the most important. I like to have it open towards me. And then for the airlock up here, I'm just going the cheap. It helps hide everything, really. You know, let's put these ceiling tiles in place, shall we? And then I'll pull back one more time so you guys can see this. And so I can cough. Bingo. Now your boy's got a headache. He's coughing so much. Okay, so south side facing you. I like to make these wood because you're going to change them out later. It really helps hide you. Makes other people that have a lot more loot go, yeah, we probably don't want to raid these dudes. Have these open inwards because this becomes a single pass-through. And then for the top, I really like to make this stone. But in this case, it's going to be stone because it's a good way to hold up your solar panels. So we're going to make a jump up here. But more importantly, we have to come down here and make a jump up. So I'm going to put a triangle piece here and a half wall. I'm going to make these wood so people can't shoot them out easily. This is how you get into the base. So now, assuming that you did get your solar panels, or at least one, you're going to come up here, place a solar panel northeast. You always want to place them northeast for the morning and then southwest for the afternoon, evening. Okay, so we're going to go back down here. Now we're just going to fly up to those next. Okay, so what I like to do here, you do need a root combiner. Did we get this right last time? I think it was like right like this. Take the root combiner up here. We're going to make this bright blue. We're going to have this go all the way upstairs. So what I like to do is kind of run this up against the wall here. Kind of like just bring it up the edge. And jump up to like the ceiling tile. You can kind of jump up here. It's great that the cable actually can be placed where you're jumping around. It helps out a lot. Again, left and right trigger to get things going. You can undo them there. I like to stick them just under the feet. I should have left the freaking panel up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And then connect it that way. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. Excuse me, I am still sick. If we end up making this a thing later, everyone's going to be like, I remember when you did this like 52 times, you messed it up. You're coughing all over the place. I'd be like, I know. Alright, so we're going to bring this down here. Kind of the same thing. We're going to use this edge as like a channel. For all the different cables and whatnot. And bring that up to a root combiner. Now, we're going to take the blue and jam it in. So in this case, we're going to kind of bring it up here, then attach it to the wall and bring it down and over. Now, if you can't afford a big battery like this, use a car battery. Anything will help. You want to start charging your battery immediately. Yeah, a little swig of water while we're looking at this. Now, the root combiner just combines sources of power and pumps it out the other side. Now, if this is getting a little bit too complex, a little bit too crazy, which is totally understandable because it's a bit much, we do have the Power Basics video. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. I would strongly suggest if this is not making sense, there's also some examples over there to help you along the way. And remember, this takes practice. This is no different than the building in Rust. At first, it was very foreign and complicated, but now you're probably a lot more proficient at it. Okay. Now we have that. Our solar panels are connected and taking a charge, which is beautiful. Now we can go downstairs. We're going to make the turret room back here. Just kind of pinch it all. Seal it up. And again, you're going to have to learn the reinforced window frame at some point, but... And we're going to stick a level 1 bench in here. Why not? Gotta get things realistic, shall we? And I forgot the most important thing. I don't know why I didn't do this. Make sure you put your bag in here, because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. Keep it off the socket there. And for your main loot room, let's go ahead and put a door there. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. And then what I have been doing, I'm just going to throw this in here now. These bad boys are quite nice. I have one facing this way, one facing the other. Just make sure you're not too close to the top, bottom, or left or right. Yeah. Now, for the interior here, we're going to do lights, and then we're going to do a heater. Do we have the heater? We have the heater. Really great for the winter biome. And then we have... Where's our light? I'm raspy. Comment down below if you hate the coffee. Okay, so our light's going to be... Well, you know what? Let's take this door off so we can kind of see what's going on. We just added the door. So you're going to have a box up here. That's fine. I start to sound like Steve-O. What we're going to do here is we're going to have a master switch on this other side that's going to control most everything. But these over here are just going to control the lights and the heater. So we're going to split them up into two. The light's going to be green. And they do have a pass-through, which makes this really nice to daisy chain them all together. And the heater is going to be yellow. Apologies, I'm very sick. I think I have this in the right direction. We're about to find out. I don't think I did. I did it. Okay. We need it the other way. I don't know why I keep messing that up, but I do. Okay, so the branch... We're going to need to make sure that this actually has the right amount of power coming off of it. So the output of the battery is going to go from here to the bottom of our switch here. I'm going to go into this branch. And the left side is going to be going to our, our light and our heater. So we're going to configure this for 6 units of power. I think it was 6. I can't remember. Then we're going to take it over to, I guess we'll make that red. Why not? The left side, if you're looking at the branch this way, the left side is the branch. I'm going to bring this over to the splitter. Okay, 6 was not enough. I think it's 7. 7 it is. So what the branch is doing, no matter what, whatever you configure it to always goes off to the left. And this is why we have a kill switch here, because we don't want a bunch of leakage happening here. You can see we have 8 units of power. We turn it off, now it's got none. So that's how this side works. So this switch is going to work for all power, but also the light and the heater. Am I gasping for air or what's up? It was 8 before, but then we knocked it down to 7. You're right, Mr. Stevens. Okay, so now that we have that, over here is where we're going to place our turret port controls. We're going to place a switch here so we can control those individually because they take a lot of power. And we're going to take, did we make it yellow before? I think we did. So yellow is going to be the turret power. Main, that's coming through. Excuse me. Now we're going to bring this in the bottom here. It's a little tight. I just want to put all this stuff in here so you guys have a feel for just how tight it is. That's what she said. Oh yeah, ooh woo. Okay, again, this is not how you're going to set this up. I'm going to put a port on the side and one down low. To kind of give you an idea. You would normally stick this up and elevate it. You can stick it on top of honeycomb and whatnot. I'm going to place one here because it's a bit easy to kind of show off. We're going to show 2 different variations. One where you just power it and one that has door controllers. And I hope this helps. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this one orange. We're going to bring it over to the upper side here. kind of do this all backwards. Okay, so I know if you don't have roller doors initially, just use the metal fence gate. Why the gate? Because you can pick it back up. I know it has some bad stuff with it because you can shoot through it and whatever, but you don't want people grabbing your stuff. I want to make it more difficult for them to actually get your stuff. Okay, so we're going to place the turret here. Let's say this door is not here yet. Now what I like to do is stick this branch here, and then what do we have? Orange coming into here, so we're going to go downstairs. You know what, let's make this orange. So our input is going to go into our main circuit downstairs. Bring it in on the wall here, and then kind of bring it down this conduit. Over here, back up on this upper lip here. And back around. Well, you gotta really get back on that. Okay. Now, if everything's on, this should send power upstairs. We don't have everything connected yet. Okay, so the way this is going to work, because remember the branch on the left side is the branch out and the right side is power out. So the turret's always going to take the power out. And they go right here and then connect to the turret. So now when we turn this on downstairs, just going to have this one on too. We should hear this power up. Do we not have this powered up? Is your boy? Oh, we turned that off like an idiot. Okay, now that's working. So if you just want to have this on top of your base, that's completely fine. But if you'd like to have the door open and close, that's okay because this branch out right here is just enough to operate 2 doors. So if we go get ourselves a door controller, now what you want to do, no matter what the door is, you need to have a lock on it. Set it to green, so open. Or, I'm sorry, unlocked. Pair the door controller that way. You know it's paired when it's green. Then go over back to the lock and relock it. So now this door is paired to that. So now, if we put power to there, the door is going to open. So if you take the branch out, which is default 2, bring it up to the door controller, we're good to go. That helps if you back up if you have a hard time connecting it. Good to go. Now, what's great about that is if you have another door, you can daisy chain it off the top. And that's the example we'll do next. Man, I sound wrecked. So sorry for all the coughing. Now, if we go downstairs, you'll see when we turn it off, it all goes off. The turret, the door, all of it. We turn it back on, it all comes on. Beautiful. Now let's do a port over here that does 2 of them at one time. Let's turn this off because we may not have enough power in this example because we haven't really been charging this a whole lot. We're going to leave the roof tile open. And again, up here you'd have like a loot room or something around this. And you'd just use the outside door to kind of load this thing up and do authorize. You wouldn't have the side exposed like that. Okay, so we're going to put up roller boys right here. Locks. Let's stick a door controller here and a door controller here. We're going to turn this one green, unlock it. I like to do them one at a time. It helps to stick it on the frame because they do get a little bit fickle. Just like that. It does not want me to pair it, so you'd have to move it. Really? Is it because it's open? Can't be. Really? Oh, it was. Okay, well, that's paired. Relock it. Don't want to be a chode. Unlock it. It's paired. Relock it. I made a door key. What a no-no. Okay. Now what we can do is stick that branch over here. And what did we make this hot pink last time? So now we can take the left side of the branch, which has 2 units of power. It's going to come out to the door controller. This uses 1 unit of power. We can pass that over to the other door controller across the way here and then operate this. So when this gets turned on, this operates the the turret, and it opens the doors. Have this go inside here for a sec. I'll place the turret down here. Make sure it doesn't hang out. And again, imagine this is elevated. Then we're going to connect, whoops, we're going to make this pink. Just connect the turret this way. Now we're going to close this. Technically the power is off. So now when we turn this on, this should activate this, the door, this turret, and these 2 doors. It would help if I actually had this stuff on. Okay, now that the main power is on, now we're going to turn this on. All of these are open. And you have enough power to put another turret somewhere else. So you don't necessarily have to put doors behind it, but I would strongly recommend it. Woo! It's a rough one, but coughing all the way through it. So there you go. That's how you set up an electronic bunker base. I hope this helps out. If you need more help setting up turrets and how to power them, I do have the powered turret set up. We'll throw that up on the end screen now. Deedle-loop. Wow, guys, we may not use that one because that was rough, to say the least. I felt my voice going too, and I was like, ugh. How do you open and close the bunker? You spawn inside the base. So you'd have hammer and blueprints right here. This is how you seal it. Then you'd spawn in the base, and then knock this out. And it collapses that piece. Ta-da! Yeah, that felt rough. I don't know if we'll end up using that, but it is what it is. You like my brain hurts now? Whatever the medication that I took, it was Mucinex. It definitely wore off right as we started to do this. Isn't that great? Ooh. Whew. Well, might end up going over the target practice. I need the last lozenge I got, dude. I am I'm wrecked. Yeah, I feel like I was coughing too much. I don't know. Well, if you see the one that's out there with all the coughing, you were here for it. No, I'm saying, dude. Jade, you're the worst. I know. Okay, so we'll do more of these this weekend and stuff, like where we actually get to go through and build stuff. But when I switch over, you're just gonna see a buffer. You're gonna see my privacy screen for a minute. You'll see like a little spinny wheel. That's me. It just takes me a second to switch over. And then we'll go over. I think we'll run the same server we did last time. Just try not to join it until I do, so it's not completely full. You know what I'm saying? Please. And we'll do that for a little bit. I think that'd be fun. What do you guys think? Dude, like the headache's back? I thought I was doing good, but I guess it was just a medicine, huh? Jeez. Man, it's like... I was like, yeah, I feel like $1 million. Nope. Well, hopefully that bunker helped somebody out, right? Hi, what's up? Benjamin Stevens. Da-da-da-da-da-do. Dee-do-dee-do-dee-do. Beep-lee-lee-lee-lee-lee. Mr. Snowman. Thanks for bearing through it with us, boys. I'm a sweaty mess. We should be able to hang out on target practice for like 30 minutes. I think that'd be dope. Alright, I think we'll try it now, maybe. Let me get everything else fired up over here right quick. Okay, so what you're going to see, the privacy screen will be here. It'll spin for a second, and then we should be able to switch over. That cool? Some nice coughs out of the way. Alright, let me make sure this is all closed here. I'll count it down and let you guys know what's up. Okay, so I'm about to switch. I'll be back in like... Dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, can you get... Oh, there we go. Can you guys hear me? We are back. Yes. So if you didn't know, target practice is on main branch. That's right. And we're going to jump in. And we're going to be on RIME, R-I-M-E-W-R for tonight. This is a rare time where we are going to let people in. Dude, I got a massive headache. Jeez. That Mucinex needs to kick in, dude. And so do these lozenges. Oh my goodness. The queue on that is insane, boys. Do we want to... That's insane. Did we say it too early? Holy dude. Are you seeing this, gentlemen? Are you seeing this? We'll wait for a little bit. Wow. That's kind of a lot, boys. Wow. Whoa. Anybody else have a crazy queue too? I don't know. Do we want to wait that long? We'll give it a minute. That's insane. That's gonna be like an hour. Don't get me wrong, I can usually fill the void, but... Alright, hold on. Let me shop around a bit. I know why. It's the weekend. Duh. Everything's gonna be blasted. Alright, I gotta check this way. Sorry, I gotta put privacy. Okay, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, the servers are insane. Wow, dude. Uh, okay, I think we found one. Is it because... Wow, okay. This is pure madness. I got it pinned at the top of the chat. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm down. Get out of there. Oh, that was crazy. Thanks for waiting, guys. Sorry. We're back in there. My brain hurts. Let's run over here and try to get ourselves some cloth. Surprisingly, we made it off the beach. Hooray, dog. Remember, the sleeping bags don't last very long, so 30, 45 minutes, and they decay. Someone's gonna blast me in the face, yo. Ugh. I wonder if that planted stuff. Last that long. Dude, I got a massive headache now. Jeez, what a puss. Dude, that the last server we're on was like 80-man queue. That's insane. That's freaking nuts, bruv. That's freaking nuts, bruv. Whew. Alright, we gotta make our way back. Who is on the server with me, hey? You hear me crunch on that thing? Gross. Bless. Just for a bit. Ah, Mr. Stevens. You getting plowed down there in the starter zone or what? What is over there? What is this? Time to give a shave and a haircut. Ooh, I got somebody. Oh my goodness, I plowed that guy. They think they were shooting each other? Ooh. Oh my goodness, I almost had that clown. Did I get him? Oh, you got me. Oh. Your face. It's neutralized. Did I get him? I think I did. Hot. Freaking dunzo. Any more little cuties over there? Wanna get wrecked, kid? Oh. Are they like building a base over there? We should definitely shit on it. Get it out of here. Everybody sits on the shore. Why? I do have stream remote on. Bang, bang. The heck is that? Oh, it's a bag. I thought somebody put a box down. Gladdy. Where did everybody go? Oh, jeez, didn't even hear that guy. Save me. Save me. Time to get rowdy. Able? Okay. Oh my goodness, get freaking... Yo, wig split. I can't believe I just missed. WD-40, yeah, for a little bit. I'll be streaming for a little bit longer. I might have to tap out earlier than usual because whatever the medication I was taking earlier that made me feel good is wearing off. I was like, oh, I'm feeling better. And it's like, no, I'm not. It was just the Mucinex, baby. He's back there. Why does he have a potato head? What's going on? I want to piece this dude. Someone's right behind me, damn it. I'm dead. I'm down. Pandora, how could you? Oh, see you later, bud. Man. Oh, I got him again. Holy. Come on. Oh, sweet. He's getting pinned down. Perfect. Oh, that's you? Okay, never mind. I had some good shots at you, baby. My brain. Bang, bang. Well, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Know what I'm saying? Just a little bit longer. I would normally do this a lot longer, but freaking, I'm dying over here. I can't just survive off of cheese anymore. Oh, you died? Oh. There's always people building up there. Barricades. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh my goodness, I'm bad. Oh, this guy sees me for sure. I'm bad. I'm coming down for you. Hell yeah, I got them both. Uh oh. Updates. Oh. Come on, get the shot. Ugh. I like these barricades, they're quite nice. I'm a fan, yo. What? Oh, this guy right there. Oh, I'm dead. I dead. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I gotta wrap it up here. I'm starting to fade out. Know what I mean? Feel a little bit under the weather, so it'd be an opportunity for me to rest up and stuff. If I'm feeling better, I'll pop back on with another stream, but I think I'm gonna be tapping out here. Get a little snacky poo and then probably tap out. Sorry for the short stream. We should be back again tomorrow. Obviously, we'll have a lot of Rust videos, as we do. And we should be back in the mix again. So, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for playing. And we'll see you guys again real soon. I love y'all, bush. Your stinky, stinky bush. Whoop. The poll results, 102. 16% said, what? I said, have you had a chance to mess with electricity yet? Power surge. 16% said what? 47% said yes. 37% said not yet. Interesting. I will see you guys again real soon. Love ya. Drop that like and subscribe. You know what I wanted to check out? Let's try it real quick. Alright. MP5 spray compared to the Timmy spray. I'm not going to pull down at all. Ready? Here we go. That's not bad. Oh, let's try Timmy. Timmy's next. Not too bad. I'm also getting shot in my back. Oh, black. Let's try that one more time. Alright. What people really want to know. Okay. So let's do a litmus test first. Alright, so let me just go up to a rock real quick. I'm curious. Alright, so a recoil test, Rust Console Edition, is on main branch. What is this, December 2022? I'm not going to pull down on any of this recoil. So here's a Python. So Python without ADS. Pretty high up. It's actually not too bad. Alright, so let's have the Timmy and the MP5 go toe-to-toe. That's not bad at all. That's the Timmo. Let's do MP5. What? Dude, that's silly. Dude, that should be jumpy way more. Okay, so let's check the recoil on our good friend, the LR300 and the AKIS. Again, no pulling down, Rust Console Edition. Here we go. Ready? A main branch. LR, no pulling down. Dude, that's nothing. And now, and there's no aim assist, now the AK. I mean, look at those results. I mean, come on. Right? Alright, M249. Let's get stupid. Was there any doubt that was going to go right to the sky? Let's be real. Alright, for real, guys. We're out of here.